We are pleased to be joined right here in the studio out here at the training center by Darius Robinson.
Oh.
Darius, what's going on, man?
Not much. How you guys doing?
We're doing good.
Doing good, Darius. You might want to step up on that microphone a little bit so we can hear you there. How you doing, big guy?
I'm doing great, man. It's a beautiful. You can hear me?
Okay, yeah, I can hear you. Great.
Oh yeah, I'm doing great. It's a beautiful day in the valley. Just had a good practice today. A lot to learn from. But everything's going good. How you doing?
Okay, well, I'm doing great. And, of course, you know this question is coming right now. What's your weight at right now?
Yeah,
I just want to know.
Yeah, I'm about 290 right now.
Okay, you're 290.
Yeah.
I'd like 290. Is that where you want to be? Is that where you want to play?
Yeah, I think that's a good weight for me. You know, we'll see as we go into camp and the preseason. But honestly, my whole thing this offseason was just focused on being lean and just gaining weight and, you know, being real strong in there, you know.
Could you actually play in a 7 or a wide 9? Could you actually play that at 290?
Yeah, I definitely did. That's what we did. We did a little bit of that today. So it's so much fun being out there and just competing, and I feel really good. And I'm still excited for the rest. I mean, we still got June, July till camp, so really just making sure putting in the work every day.
Man,
so.
I love that.
Yeah.
Darius, you're going into year 2. You know, we talked to Garrett Williams, and we talked to Garrett Williams last year going into the season, and he was going into year 2, and he was like, man, just to be going into year 2, and it turned out great for him. But he's like, just because I kind of know what to expect off the field and just kind of what's going on and just what to expect day to day. You seem like such a process-oriented guy. How much do you think it'll help you to go into year 2 now?
Oh, it helps me a lot. Like, already just looking at the installs and, like, remember, like, what I would have thought last year versus now. Like, it feels like I'm already thinking steps ahead and just really making the most out of our playbook and just my time, just trying to grow and be the best I can be.
Okay, so are they going to move you across the defensive front? And if so, do you like that?
Yeah, that's exactly what I did in college. Like, you know, I'll play all the way from a 2-eye, and then sometimes I line up all the way in a 9. But that's the thing, in our defense, I go to the field a lot. So depending on what, like, group we're in, that determines my alignment. But really just focus on my technique and just play because, you know, at each position just needs either a little bit more speed or you need a little bit more power if you're a 2-eye versus a 9. So I just try to focus in on my technique.
Man, I love that right there, the 2-eye versus the 9.
Yeah,
okay, tell people that are listening right now, why is that important that you can move and line up in different areas all the way across the front?
Yeah.
What is so important about that?
No, it's important because it just shows versatility. You know, that means on defense we can play with a certain amount of D linemen. You can play with less D linemen or more D linemen when you can put certain guys in certain places. So for me, like, I just really take pride in, like, Indy. Honestly, that's like my favorite part of practice is just going through the drills and going through all the technique. Because at the end of the day, it translates once you go 11 on 11, and when they put you in different linemen, being able to do your job at a high level. So I just think it's important for people to know, like, the more versatility you can do, the more it can help the defense, more disguise things and all those things.
Disguise things.
Yeah.
See, in the NFL, that's huge, Luke.
Yeah, we're talking to Darius Robinson. Darius, along those lines, specifically in a defense coached by Nick Rawlis.
Yeah.
I mean, versatility is always going to be important, but it seems like it's almost more important in this defense.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, but I love it though, because it's literally what I did my last year in college, and that was my best year playing football. So it's exactly what I did before. And then Nick is like a next level of how he thinks things out, and I'm just always so like excited to see our new install and see like what we're doing differently. Because I feel like Nick does a great job of putting us in positions to make plays, and that's when I talk about Indy, like it translates. Because if you can do the Indy right, Nick put you in the right place. Like, you have no excuse to not make the play or do something.
So when you say indie, you're saying individual?
Yeah, individual
drills. Period.
Yeah, like, I love that. Yeah, that's my favorite part.
Okay. Man, there's a lot of people out there that are like, indie period of practice.
Yeah.
Why do you love that?
Because I feel like it's a time where you literally just sharpening your iron. Like, you're just like over there in the corner, it's hot, but you're just focusing on my get-offs. I'm focusing on my block reaction, focusing on I'm going to hit the sled. And it's just like, if you can do that at a high level, like, you already built up the confidence. So once you go against another person, like, I've already did it a billion times. So that's why for me, I think of that as a time just to literally sharpen my skills.
It is so foundational, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, the individual period is where it is foundational to the position you're playing. You line up with all the guys that are in your position room. Defensive line goes with defensive line. DBs, linebackers with linebackers. That's individual period of practice,
Right.
and you love that
Yeah.
because it's foundational.
Foundation. That's where it all starts.
That is your mindset,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, no, that's honestly the first thing I watch on tape. Like, everybody's so quick to want to watch 11-11, but nobody's like really want to watch Indy. But I'm like, Indy is literally your time where everything you did in 11-11 was in Indy.
Yeah.
So you just gotta check your oil, you know.
That is great.
Yeah.
Based on the few conversations we've had with you in the past, that doesn't surprise me.
No,
That's
it
your
doesn't.
favorite
You're right.
part.
Yeah.
We're talking to Darius Robinson. Darius, when you see some of the guys that they brought in on defense this year, it's Josh Sweat, it's Dalvin Tomlinson, it's Calais Campbell.
Yeah.
I mean, how does that impact you to have guys like that come in, especially when you're playing all these different variations up front, that have been in this league and have kind of seen it? Calais Campbell's seen it all.
Nah, facts. Nah, I love it because it's all like pieces of their game that I can add to my game and also just learn from them, but also excited to make plays with these guys.
Yeah.
Like, so that's the thing I'm most looking forward to, and it's gonna be a great year with the new additions.
Okay, so I don't know if I've ever asked you this question before, but are you a goal guy? Do you kind of like set goals going into the season? Okay, yeah. You're kind of like a goal guy. This is what I'd like. What are your goals for this coming season, Darius Robinson?
I mean, honestly, like, I keep them like really like in my notes and like just keep them personal to myself. But like, if I was to say something, I would honestly just say stay healthy the whole season.
Stay healthy.
That's goal number one.
How are you feeling right now?
I feel great.
Do you feel great?
Yeah, like, that's the funny thing. Everybody always asks me about my calves, and it's like, yeah, I did miss a lot of time, but I promise, like, in the off season, I've done so many calf raises, so many calf holds. Like, I love, because I appreciate when people ask me that, but I'm like, I feel great, you know. So honestly, just staying healthy and just dominate my role. Honestly, like, all the other stuff, like, on the inside, I know exactly what my goals are, but I don't want to put that out there because I'm a team guy.
Okay, there you
so
go.
Just focus on being healthy and just dominate my role.
We've, you talk about your path to the NFL, and it shows that you're a quick study at this game. And then last season, I mean, you were great in camp, but then, like, you just said you had to miss time. To jump in mid-season in your rookie season, everybody else is already going. Like, to just be thrown into the fire. Did you learn anything from that you did carry to this year?
Definitely, just a lot of adversity, just being out on the field, playing those last 6 games and realizing, like, any of those games could have helped us win to the playoffs. So definitely a lot of good experiences. But I tell everybody, I feel like a red shirt freshman. Honestly, like, I didn't play that much my first year, and now it's, the new year. And but I definitely learned a lot, so I'm just excited for my red shirt freshman year. So it's going to be a good year.
So, Darius, if you were going to make one play in the game of football, if you're going to make one play, what would that play look like to you? What is one of your favorite things to do? Whether it's lining up at a 3 technique and sacking the quarterback or busting up a play, what is one of the things you like most about playing the game of football?
Yeah, I'd probably just say if I was a 4-eye, which is the inside shade of the tackle, and then the tackle like comes down really hard just to give me a base block and just really knocking him back, peek through my gap and just release violently like TFL. Honestly, that's probably like the most like that would really get me going, because in college, like, I feel like that 4-eye is like where I lived in. Like, when we played Tennessee, like, we just played 4-eyes the whole game, and I had so much fun, because it's like, if you can do it right, you can control the beats in the run, and then on pass, you can go from the B to the C gap. So honestly, I love the 4-eye reps.
That is so I might add.
Yeah.
Very foundational as well.
Yeah.
Wolf would take this interview 3 hours probably if we could. Darius, we appreciate your time, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
I
Darius.
appreciate you guys.
All right, that's Darius Robinson joining us right there.
Thanks for watching Wolf and Luke. Tap to see more and click the button in the middle to subscribe to Arizona Sports.